Hello, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I have a tutorial for you for an SMP friendly piston elevator. It occupies an 8x8 block space and is pretty much the most reliable piston elevator that I have tested. I tested a number of other designs by other people before deciding to design my own. So without further ado, let's drop into survival and take this thing for a ride. So hit the pressure plate, walk into the nest of fence gates and be transported. So this thing is very reliable and is 100% safe, and I'll talk about that little bit of damage I took there in a second. So it is a reasonable speed for a piston elevator, and when I say it's 100% safe, if you saw there, the pistons actually deactivate. It withdraws the pistons back into the walls from the top down, even when you get in at the bottom. Now what this means is, upon the occasion that you do glitch into pistons, you can simply wait for the elevator to start retracting the pistons and ride the downward circuit, the pistons all the way back down to the bottom, so you won't ever get dropped out of the elevator, as can happen with many other designs. Which brings us to another feature of the elevator. This is an up-down elevator, so if we walk over these pressure plates here, get ourselves in the center, we get transported down nice and easily without any damage. Now on the way up I took half a heart of damage there, as you could see. This is a bit of a mystery to me because there are no solid blocks that intersect the elevator shaft. All of the blocks that you are pushed up by are upside down stair blocks, so there should be no possibility to take suffocation damage. However, I could only put it down to server lag, that occasionally you do, and we are on a server. My test server is a very small, low capacity server, so I am quite pleased with how reliable this works on this server. And I've tested it in a normal world generated map, not just super flat, so yes, it's very good. I will try and demonstrate a failure of the system by holding down a directional key while we're riding it. So if I kind of hold, come on, in, there we go. Right, so we're now inside the pistons, so what we need to do is wait for to kind of locate the center, which you can see here. This is the center, and kind of just move towards the center here, wait for the pistons to start retracting on the way down. Here we go, and then we can hop in there, and there we go, we can ride it back down, all nice and safe. If you happen to miss that, and no, you're not looking at the screen while riding the elevator, then you might find yourself in this position here, in which case you can actually kind of face diagonally in the shaft and press W, A, S, D, W, A, S, D, and you will wiggle your way down to the bottom. So even then, you don't have to take a death plunge to escape. Everything is good. I forgot I was in survival there. Yes, so let's get on and show you how to build this thing. Okay, so let's build this elevator. First off, you want to dig yourself an 8x8 hole that's 3 blocks deep, and then locate the middle 4 blocks of those of that area, and that is going to place 4 blocks there, and that's going to be where the shaft of your elevator is, so to speak. We're going to place 2 pistons like that, and then we're going to place a solid block on top of this piston and a solid block next to that, and then we're going to place a piston on the side of there, and then we're going to come forward with a gap of 1 block there and put 2 blocks here, 1 block back towards this empty block here, and then out, 3 blocks here, a block up around the corner, 3 more blocks and a block up, and then 1 block to the side of this empty block here, and we're going to place redstone along here, and then repeaters on maximum delay, and these repeaters configure the amount of delay between you walking over the pressure plates and the elevator starting to move, so you can reduce the delay here if you wish. We're then going to place a torch on here, a redstone pointing into this piston here, and we're going to put a pulse lengthener here using 2 comparators facing opposite ways, 1 into this block, redstone there, there and there, and then 1 under this block to pick the signal up from the repeaters. We're then going to put a repeater on maximum delay pointing into the block below this piston, 4 redstone here and 1 across, and then a repeater on max delay and a repeater on the default, and then we're going to staircase up 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come in 2 blocks from the middle and across towards the center of the structure there, and 1 block on top of the redstone there, and 1 block on top of the redstone there, and then we're going to come a block across from the top of the staircase, an upside down slab, and then a block and a block up like that, and we're going to place a sticky piston on that block facing inwards. Then we're going to run redstone up here and redstone here, 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 and up on there, and we're going to place a repeater on 2 ticks and a repeater on 3 ticks, and then we're going to fill in 3 blocks worth of floor for our entryway, and we're going to put blocks on the sides of this structure like that. And at this point, well, first we're going to build up 2 blocks here and across 1, and we're going to put upside down stairs like that, and then we're going to put a lever on either of these 2 blocks and power it. There we go. So next what we're going to do is we're just going to grab a fence gate, and we're going to place that on this now retracted piston, so it's facing its narrow edge in line with the walkway, and then 1 at 90 degrees on this block and 1 at 90 degrees on this block. And now we have a repeating pattern to wire the main body of the elevator up to the top level. So the pattern is as follows. We're going to come 3 blocks out from that lower block there, 2 blocks out from this nook here, and 1 to join them, and then we're going to come 1 up diagonally from there, 1 across and 1 on top. Then we're going to place 2 sticky pistons facing in and 1 sticky piston facing up, like so. We're going to turn around, place a fence gate on the upside down stair we placed on the previous wall we worked on, and we're going to place 2 blocks on top of that previous wall like that. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 blocks up here, 1 over the top, and then upside down stairs on there. Then we're going to wire the upward circuit part of this pattern like this, redstone along here, not on this block, up here and up here, and then we're going to place a repeater, and this is going to be on 3 ticks of delay. And if you are in single player, this repeater can actually go on 2 ticks of delay, and that should work if your computer's pretty good, but on a server, much more reliability from 3 ticks of delay. And then what we do is we place a block on top of the previous piston that we were working on, and we place one next to it here, and an upside down slab here. This has to be an upside down slab. We're going to place an upside down slab here. Again, it must be upside down slab, and a solid block on this redstone like this. And what we're going to do then is place a repeater here on 3 ticks of delay and 3 pieces of redstone. Okay, and then at this point we're just going to continue this pattern like 1, 2, 3, like this. 1, 2, and 1 across, and then up, across, and up. And then we're going to put, need to fill in some more blocks there. 2 sticky pistons facing in, 1 facing up. Fence gate on the previous upside down stair we worked on. 2 blocks there, 3 blocks, 1 over, upside down stair. Then the wiring for the upward circuit, and then the repeater. It's important you put the repeater in after putting the redstone down. And then we place block, block, upside down slab, block, upside down slab, repeater on 3 ticks, and 3 pieces of redstone. You can now repeat this pattern all the way up to the top, and until you get to the height at which you want your elevator to take you. So I will skip ahead and do that off camera, and come back to you when we're ready to complete the elevator. Okay, so you're getting towards the top of your elevator. One thing to consider is the activation pressure plates for the downward circuit are going to be 90 degrees around the structure from your final set of pistons. So if you want to walk into your elevator at the bottom in this direction and out in the same direction that you were traveling, then you want to put your final set of pistons here on the left hand side relative to where we started building this. And if you wanted to walk in, travel up and turn around and walk back out, you'd want them over on this side, or whatever is appropriate to your build. So you've finished your final pattern of the repeating set, so we're going to finish the elevator off now. I would recommend that you cap your elevator with an immovable block, for example furnaces. So we're going to just remove this top layer of blocks that we put down as part of the pattern and place furnace blocks down along here and also over here. We'll just need to build this wall up a little bit, and furnace blocks here, and this is to just stop any possibility of misactivation of the pistons, pushing blocks out of place in the walls, because that is a pain to fix. So to finish the elevator off, what we're going to do is we're going to come round 90 degrees, as I said, from the last 2 pistons. I'm going to place 2 blocks here, and then 2 more blocks on the side of that, and 2 blocks here to make this fat T shape, and 1 in the corner that's up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come up a block and along, and then we're going to place a block on top of the two pistons there. And here we're going to come across a block and another block, and then we're going to place a repeater facing this way on 3 ticks, redstone on these blocks like that, and here, and also on these blocks. We're going to build another pulse extender like this with comparators. Then we're going to place blocks on top of here, and this is where you can put your pressure plates for traveling down in the elevator. Okay, so everything after this point is aesthetic, tidy work, apart from to go down to the bottom, whoop, and take the lever off and replace it with your pressure plates. Either 2 or maybe just 1 here or 1 there. It's up to you. So to tidy the elevator off, you're going to want to fill in these walls here, and that's it. Put a block in the ceiling there. Okay, and that gives us our entryway. And then up at the top, we're going to be able to fill out quite a bit of flooring here. So your discretion is required on how you want to do this, but you can effectively put down solid blocks in the almost the entire 8x8 area. Around here, and in there, and around here. Yep, and in these places here. Now, when we get to this area, it gets a bit messy because of the redstone. So, to a certain extent, you can mitigate that by using upside down slabs. So, in this place here, we can use an upside down slab so we don't cut the wiring. Same here, and the same here and here. This final block can be a full block here. You're then left with some holes in the floor. Now you can half slab the floor, or maybe you just want to build walls in those positions. If you want to be super smooth, you can grab yourself some carpet, because carpet can be placed over the top of redstone wiring, and you can walk on it and everything, so it will give you a lovely smooth finish. You can also use it to cover the furnaces up, which is a nice touch, I think. And then once we've got this all tarted up, if you want to be extra smooth about things and get a really nice uniform look, put the same colour of wool as your carpet below the pressure plates. So let's ride the elevator down. Oh, actually there's one more task. At this area here, you're going to find it a lot easier to position yourself in the elevator if you fill your fence gates, there we go, up to the top. That way you can hit the pressure plates, hop over there, and just kind of squish back into the center there, and you'll get a nice smooth ride down. In fact, let's do this in survival. And just to remind you, SMP friendly. I'm on a server, and it's not a great server, it's just a very small server. So let's take a ride up. Brilliant. Now, there was a good example there. I took a slight bit of damage, half a heart. This occasionally happens. I can only put it down to server lag because there are no solid blocks to intersect with you at any point. It's all pistons and upside down stairs, so it shouldn't be possible to take damage, but every so often you'll take a wee half heart of damage. No idea why that is. If anyone can answer that, that would be great. But there, as I say, there are no Oop, solid blocks. Oh dear. Wee boof. There are no solid blocks in the intersect into the elevator shaft whatsoever. Anyway, enough talking, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope that you enjoy having one of these in your world. And until next time, guys. There you go, there it is again. Take care of yourselves.